Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown. It's a pleasure to have you. And as we know, on Thursday night we get together and we play a little Chain of Command. It's always a little sad when you can see the end of a book approaching. And well, maybe it's not. Maybe we have many battles on this table, but there aren't too many scenarios left for our two worthy opponents who have been at this for 15 battles. Do you believe that? 15?
Wow.
Yeah, 15 battles. We have representing the forces of the Soviet Union at the Battle of Kursk, CT. How are you?
I'm doing well.
And we determined that despite the fact that he lives in Jersey, he is not below water. So that is awesome, too. Representing the forces of the Wehrmacht, as he has from the beginning, we have Vance Barthart. I was about to ask, is Canada dry? And I realized that was bad.
Is Canada dry? You bet it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are dry.
Spritzer for the evening.
Spritzer for the evening. Is Canada dry? Has, good to see you and a real pleasure. And yes, you have firsties. No, we actually had a blast last night with the epic Battle of Plataea for Commands and Colors Ancients. And was a really good time. It ran very, very quickly and got done very, very quickly. But it was a tense battle throughout. But that's not what we're doing tonight. Tonight I'm tweeting first. Is what I'm doing. Here we go. Whoa. That's not what I wanted to happen. Tweets up and out. Well, if you've been following along, you know what's happening. Vance has taken a few on the nose over the course of this one. Even though he's still on his way to a major victory, it's still in his grasp. He could still have it. He has lost 2 battles so far. And the last battle was quite sanguinary, we would say, which as a result, he's had to bring in one of his other platoons, which is this one here. Of course, we have Unterfeldwebel von Braunschweig. He's back among us. He's still confident, though, despite the fact that his men may not love him too much. You'll notice they're at -1 for him. His CO is good because he won the battle. And he's confident, which means he's going to get another +1 in his force morale roll, so all good. And he's only down 1 gentleman in this entire squad, led by Glance, Strong, and Goethe. So he's not in that terrible a shape. He's also got some extra toys to play with, granted him by the scenario. Couple of Stug 3Gs hanging out over there, right under the Dragoons, or over the Dragoons logo. Whereas for CT, he's got some crazy interesting stuff. He did a very good job husbanding his resources, letting the Guards Rifle Regiment take the pipe instead of his platoon. So they're actually here in decent strength, though certainly diminished over the course of these many battles. He's also got some extras. I love this. It's probably my favorite thing. He's got Sergeant Brezhnev and his SMG squad, which is 9 lunatics with submachine guns. So heaven only knows how CT will make use of them. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, they were told there would be urban fighting. They were a little disappointed to walk out here and see fields.
Yeah. Very good. We are going to fight in Stalingrad. Yes, we will go fight for... What are you talking about? And he also has 3 of these well-known T-34, 42, 43s. And again, another delightful bit of extra kit added by the scenario designer Richard Clark. An M3 Lee, which, as Vance and I commented yesterday, nothing like a good old Lend-Lease piece of junk that they decided to throw in at you. So I guess we'll see how it does, but let's talk about the scenario. This is Where Are We? And it was the Germans, the German grenadiers, thought they were in Verkopenje, but they find out they're actually in Gremuchia. However, with the support of the assault gun battalion, they push on, only to meet Soviet forces coming their way. This is an attack and defend with the Germans defending. First time in this entire pair of Pine-Science campaigns. The victory conditions are straightforward. CT has to drive Vance from the field, either by his will or by cracking his force morale, and he must stay above 3 force morale. The Germans are going to deploy 4 patrol markers within 36 inches of their table edge. So they're going to get a box over there. and within 24 inches of of each other, so they'll make the chain. The Soviets can enter anywhere on their table edge with 4 markers on a broad front, so they can be anywhere. They don't have to be linked to each other that way. The Soviets roll 1d6, and they get that many free moves before everything starts. And then there are 3 jump-off points for both sides. The Soviets get to keep all survivors should this battle be refought. And the Germans get the 2 Stugs, which they... Now, you may convert this, if you wish, Vance, into 2 Panzerknacker teams, but I didn't think you wanted to.
No.
I think you would, you could take one of your squads and turn them into 2 Panzerknackers, but this has to be done, and they cannot change function during the game. The German player will replace any Stugs previously destroyed, retaining 2 for each game. So you always get 2 Stugs, no matter how many times we do this. And yes, this is a repeater. So, without further ado, Vance, I believe it is on you for a change. Again, unusual, to place your points within 36 inches of the baseline and within 12 inches of one another, or 24 inches of one another.
It's 4, right?
It is.
Yes, it's 4. Okay, where is 36? It's quite far.
Hey, Jeff, you got your internet working? Oh, yes.
It's quite far forward.
And again, 24 between them, so you got lots of space.
Yeah.
I made the joke when I first built this terrain that Richard Clark must have a stock interest in the companies that make these fields. Not to mention Marsh.
That's a little too far. It's okay.
Is that right? Chrono is saying that they apparently the Soviets had a bunch of Lees at Kursk, so I guess it's not that atypical. And apparently they weren't fans of them either.
Still a piece of junk.
Yeah, yes, we had a lot of them. Thanks. Thanks, Roosevelt.
There's a reason for that. Yeah.
That's a copy.
Here, have these. They were no good in the desert. Maybe they'll do good on the plains.
Yeah, they'll get better.
Okay. Done.
CT, you're up.
Yeah.
Likelihood approximately slim and known.
Sorry, I was supposed to place them all, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you spawn me one more of these, please?
Yep.
I hope I never get tired of that feeling as a lifelong miniatures gamer of not having to dig through a drawer to find that 4th marker you forgot to place.
Or a bag, or a baggie, or a box.
Oh, God almighty. Yeah, and even if you're a hex encounter guy, you're playing your Panzer leader and you realize that last 88 millimeter gun shit you can't find. Look, all right, you're all set?
I think so.
You, sir, will now roll 1d6 and you will get that many free moves. That's
That's on par for the course.
That is a thing.
Wait, no. You're too close.
All right.
And you get another one. You're the leader here. You're the attacker.
Woohoo!
I know you're not ready for that.
He's gonna get a nosebleed.
Yeah, see? He's gonna get a fit of the vapors. All right, Vance. You've had to sit there and wait for 2 entire moves. It's now your turn.
The agony.
I know.
I'm on defense. I don't know what to do either.
Good point.
This is weird.
Surrender.
Yeah, no.
Potbellied Slim shouts out, "Hello, Canada." So, Vance, that's you.
Hello back, whoever Potbelly Slim is.
Somebody hangs out with us.
Okay, Canada's great.
That's a Canadian answer. Yeah, that's great. Love it.
It's great. We're all good. Well, it was frickin' cold here today.
Oh yeah. Define cold, please.
Yeah, the high was 18 degrees centigrade,
Ooh.
which is like 67,
Yeah.
66.
First of all, red.
Which is
Yeah, PT sucks.
compared to the 85 we've been running all last week.
Yeah. No, we've dropped 10
It's
degrees, but it's actually gorgeous here. We had a 74-degree day today, sunny and nice, which is great. Both John Stanley and
Yeah, no, it was cold and gray and ugly.
and Chrono kicked out that apparently, according to Servatanker circles, the M3 was known as a coffin for 7 brothers to the Soviets.
That sounds about right. Considering the Allies called it the Ronson. Get back there. I think that's right. Let me just... No, that's too far.
All right, Vance, we have a question from Potbellied Slim. Canada sells milk in bags?
You betcha, sir.
Is that right?
4 liters in 3 bags.
Really? Whoa.
Yep. Plastic bags of milk.
I'm not ready for that. Is that
Almost zero garbage.
I get it. Is that now standard?
No, it's a very Ontario thing.
Oh, okay. So all you
It's a
know,
very provincial thing.
if I'm doing my my Stan Rogers Northwest Passage thing, making my way across the great nation of Canada, I won't find that in most places, but I will find it in some.
Yes.
It's crazy.
It's mostly Ontario. It is in some eastern parts of Manitoba, which is to the west, and it is in some western parts of Quebec. So it's been a thing in Ontario for more than 40 years. Probably 45.
Wow. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Not a new thing. Who's
That's a big thing.
You good, Vance?
Yeah. Sorry, it's right here. Oh yeah, no. When it first came out, it was a communist conspiracy, like everything else is. But
sure. Much like fluoride in the water.
yeah. Oh yeah. Jeez. Fluoride in Canadian water. That's crazy.
That's gonna lock
We'll
away.
lock him down.
That's gonna. Okay, you're doing that right there.
Yep.
Okay, locked.
Yep. Nope. Can't go there. I can go there though.
Not locked.
I want to lock him.
All right. Well, I'd say it's about a little bit behind, a little bit further. There you go. Right there. There you go. I like it. So those two fellows are locked. Got it. So you both should have 2 loose. All right. Yeah, you can't cross there, Vance, because he'll lock you as you cross in front of him. You have to back up more than that, though. You gotta go over more this way. There you go.
He's at 24 there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 24 from this guy, but it's this line you're crossing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
Okay. I just saying, there's a whole lot of no touching going on, and I get it.
Stop touching me.
Don't you even come over and touch me. I got it.
I think he's still free.
Yeah, I agree.
And lock
You're
him.
locked if you're there.
Yep.
That's everybody.
Okay.
That's all the CTs.
I don't think it is.
Yes. He's locked.
Is it?
He's locked.
This one here.
Oh, he's not? Okay.
That guy's free, yeah. And this guy here.
Yeah,
mine
we
is-
both have. Yeah.
All right, 1 each. Okay, cool. Proceed. That'd be Vance.
Oh, we're gonna fix that problem. We're gonna fix his wagon
Boop.
right there.
You thought you were not locked? You are wrong. You are locked. All right, very good. Let me prepare for something here that I confess I probably should have been better prepared for, which is the strong likelihood you're going to stick Jops in the middle of a wheat field.
We wouldn't do that to you.
Yes, you would.
We're just not that cruel.
Yes, you are.
Well, maybe.
Daily. All right. There we go. Make it about that.
We're gonna
big.
keep you busy. You're the ref, you know.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, we got all the rules questions this time.
Oh, God.
Like,
No.
Depending on what kind of wheat is in the field, does
Yeah.
that give us light, heavy, or medium cover?
Yeah, what kind of wheat is that? There you go. That's what I want to deal with.
Is it a 6-foot wheat? Is it 4-foot wheat? Is it barley?
I want to know if I can pile the bodies of my
Hops?
comrades as sandbags for more cover.
Is it
Yeah,
barley?
exactly.
I love the question, is it barley? That's my favorite. All right, so I got that done. Let's do some stuff. UCT will get to choose first. Which one do you want to adjudicate?
Um,
We're getting 3 each, is it?
Yes, sir.
3. Yep.
I'm assuming this one, since it goes off the edge of the table, I can't put one there, right?
No, you can go to a table edge, but that's going to be,
Okay.
I mean, that's what you're looking at. It's right where you're seeing it.
It's not even 12 though.
Oh, you have to be 12, right?
I don't think you do. I think it's just got to be. Look, see, what did you just say?
Okay.
Sending me straight to the rules.
Mm-hmm.
I just told you.
You just weren't. You're doing all sorts of funky stuff. Funky business. Here we are. No problem. Yeah, if no cover is available, the job must be placed on the table edge, which is at least 6. Yeah, it's just checking.
But he's not at least 6 or 12. Is the problem.
Once again, our friend Richard is a little vague. To play, you must select a position in or immediately behind cover, and note immediately, which is at least 12 inches further from the 2 closest enemy patrol markers than the selected patrol marker in the zone directly opposite them. So, yeah, I mean,
But it's not
it does
listed on.
it does sound like that comes up short. It does.
All right, so then I cannot use that one. All right. All right, let's try this one then.
Woot, woot.
Oh, you got a lot of choices there.
I'm thinking. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's fine.
What did I say? Vance?
Let's do this one to see what happens.
What magic will happen?
I think I can pull that off. Oh yeah, look at that, just like magic. I think we'll go back here. Right there.
Got it. What are the two?
That
now?
one, it's got to be these two guys.
Yeah. All right. You do one, Vance. I'll do that. Ooh, there you go.
Right behind them trees. Oh, right in the trees.
Yeah, you will be in them or behind them.
As long as you're 4 inches or 8 inches into them, yeah.
All right.
Well, that one we can. That one we can.
All right, let's do this.
We'll lock this.
This one here.
Sorry, just locking stuff. Forgot to do it.
This guy or this guy here?
All right. So you are marking. Oh, that dude right there. Got it. Dude.
Yeah.
There's some nice choices there.
Yeah, and we'll go right back. Your line is gray and becomes invisible in the wheat, but I believe it's
You're fine.
there.
You are fine. I just gotta go find your job. It's funny, I wasn't anywhere near it. You good? CT last one?
Mm-hmm.
That one?
That fella there. And this, I reckon. Well, you got some lovely choices, I would say, CT. First one went a bit south.
You good with that?
Yep.
Oh, didn't even see it there. Shows you what I gotta do. Boop.
And let's try this one.
Here I come. Alright, there you go.
Yeah, so we're going to place him back here. Actually, we're going to place him back here. Right there.
Cool. Alright, y'all can gather up your control markers. I'll clear the table. We're all locked in with our chops. Yeah, you can put them over there too. I got the base table saved separately, so. All right, there we are. So make sure one thing. Yeah. So let's do our force morale check, shall we? Let us recall that Vance's lads are elites. Plus, he gets a +1 because his boys don't hate him that much yet. Oh, it's your attitude. That's right. It's your. They do hate you. They do hate you, but it's your
My
attitude.
attitude.
So yeah, it's
My boys hate me.
+1 for that, and +1 +1 for, or +2 for being elite. So it's a net +3 for Vance. CT gets it straight. 1 die.
Five.
So it's a 5 and a 2.
Total.
So for Vance, a force morale of 10. For CT, a force morale of 8. All right, and CT, I believe, yeah, CT begins attacker begins the festivities. Oh, and I did forget one thing, Vance. Where's your die roller? Over here.
Yep.
So,
Oh, I still get my bonus die for defending. Woohoo!
oh yes. Nothing. Senior team.
Woohoo! Things are going great.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, odd minimum. That's you put out a squad out there to get shot at by Stugs.
Yep. Okay, so
Put your senior leader out there.
I could, yeah.
I'm sure I can't shoot at him.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Your turn.
I will roll 5.
Wow.
Things
What is
are gonna
that?
happen.
I
That's where the crazy things happen.
that's a random event. That ends the turn. Not that that matters one little bit. You did not get a lone 6. You got 4 6s. So again, we're going to come on over here and notice that 4 6s. It's end turn, retain next phase. You also get a full chain of command die.
Woohoo! Sweet.
Yeah, so that's that was something else CT got. So let's go somewhere where we've not gone for a little bit, been a couple games, to a random event.
Now, see, I would rather have that roll for a damage shot, but you know.
Yeah, it never seems to work that way.
No.
All right, turn it. Here we are. There's my random. There we are. Vance, if you would please roll 1d6 and tell me what you roll.
I rolled a 1.
That is the random mortar barrage. Unfortunate. So, in this phase and the next, no troops of any kind may move in an area of ground. We would apply that to the area. Just want to look and see if there are any other things. And any jops cannot be used. So please roll a 1d6 again.
Okay. A 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How far in is this? It's not far enough in. We have none. It falls in this middle area here.
Okay.
It falls in this middle square. No one may enter this space for this phase and the next. And any jops in there would be out of order, but I don't think we've got any. Yours are over here and his are over there. So the random event pretty much, even though somebody decided back at Battalion to drop some fire down here, it didn't have much of an effect. But Vance, it is still, you did get your chain of command die. You got a whole another point for your own chain of command die, and it is now again your turn.
Okay.
Your
5 again.
Your phase. It will be your phase.
Woo!
It'll be your phase again.
Yet again. And 2 3s.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm going to just pass on to my next phase.
Okay. CT?
Oh no, he gets another one.
Oh, that's right. You get a freebie.
A 5.
That's a die. Pip
2
given.
4s and 2 3s. All right, let's execute plan nasty bastard. Uh, 1-3 is going to bring on a Stug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, with Overwatch. You understood.
I did.
It's like you've been playing this for a while.
And of course, his facing is consequential, so.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Let me see that. That's, yeah, that's about right. And Overwatch, please.
You have it.
And this gentleman is also going to come on here like 12. Oh, come on. Good enough. All right, and Overwatch, please.
Given.
That would be that.
CT.
All yours, CT.
I don't think it's oats, but I don't know.
What?
It's probably wheat. That's all the Ukrainians grew is wheat.
So what'd the man roll? Holy cow.
3 5s.
Yeah, I got some 5s.
3
and
5.
stuff.
Unreal.
I was
Um,
going to say bring on your commissar, but yeah, he's toast.
He did.
yeah,
Make,
no,
he
he's,
did not make it.
Yeah, so back to you.
All right. 5 dice. Three threes. Yeah, we're good. Back to you, CT.
Basically rolling for 5s at a certain point.
Be nice if I could get a 3.
Or something that added to a 3.
Yeah, I haven't even got that yet.
I mean, that's the thing. It's nuts.
No, that's good. Back to you, Vance.
Okay, 5 dice.
Another 5.
I'll take the 5. Back to you, CT.
Holy smokes.
Oh, come on.
It's amazing.
I don't even know what to say.
So you've got a full one plus 4 more, correct?
And 3.
And 3.
Yep.
Plus 3. Yeah.
Well, when you do engage, you're going to have a whole lot of chain of command dice to shoot at each other.
Apparently. I'm not going to do anything else, so go ahead, Vance.
A 6.
Counts as a chain of command die.
Back to you, CT.
Next phase is yours.
2 6s.
Senior squad.
All right. If a squad comes on, can they move, or because
No.
there's no junior leader, that's it?
No, it doesn't matter. Whether they have a junior leader or not, they can shoot, not move.
Even an infantry squad?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we'll bring on a squad here. We're gonna bring on Gurin.
All right.
Okay.
And you do get the next turn. Or phase, I should say. There we have at least 2, but
Ooh, nicely.
two threes, but all the way up there.
All right, we're gonna activate Gurin, and he is going to run as fast as his little feet can take him.
On the you're going on the 2.
Um.
The 2 + 1.
Oh yeah, the make a 3.
Okay, because the thing with that is, you can run 3 if you want, which puts a shock on you. But then Gurin, because he's got 2 actions, can take the shock off. But then
Right.
that's all they can do. So, yes. So
Would they be able to go into Overwatch?
No. Mm-mm.
If they move, they can't, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, yeah, let's activate that, making it a 3.
3d6. $26 inches.
Nice. That's who put it? Yeah.
And then yeah, it's action to take it off.
Yep.
All right, and my other 3. Let's bring one of these tank boys on.
Mm-hmm. You have tank toys.
And it has to be from the road edge, correct? Since I have one.
Right, exactly. You're rumbling over this way.
Sorry, I'm messing this measurement up.
Pop Elliot Slim observes, this is going on like a Chip and Dale cartoon. After you. No, after you.
After you.
All right, and then I would like to make with the shooties.
Mm-hmm.
And we will interrupt your shooties.
Oh boy, burning one of them dice, eh?
I think can I do that? Even
Yeah.
though I have to. Is it my?
Oh yeah.
What's my angle on my gun? Is it just dead
Oh
straight?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's dead straight. You can't see him.
So I can't interrupt. Do I have
Correct.
to actually rotate to shoot it?
Exactly.
Okay, fine. I'm good with that.
Negative. No. You can interrupt because an interrupt is an action to the vehicle, so you can turn and shoot. The problem with that is you're going to lose your main gun. I do believe. Although you're moving slow. Give me a second. Slow.
Yeah, I'm just pivoting. Right?
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
yeah,
pivoting.
no. You can do it. You can do it. You burn it. You're interrupting him. When can you interrupt? Because he's showing up here. And then he's
Right, and I let him show up, and then he declared his shot.
Yeah, and that's All right, let's see if we got a nice clear statement in chain of command die. Need something. Come on, Richard, help me out. Take a look because that's an interesting. Okay, using the command die.
Wow, T-34s get up fast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're no joke, to be sure. I'm sad that David Pumphouse isn't with us. He is our Hasdrubal for such things. Come on. Where is it? There it is. 22. Do. When interrupting, you may immediately move or fire with one which is already pinned. This may result in the unit stopping its movement. Yeah, you can't do both.
Okay, fair enough. Yep,
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, you can only move or fire. There it is. Well, one stronger option. I'm still kind of curious.
Yep. What
Okay.
does my Overwatch allow me to do?
Well, your Overwatch is would let you shoot him if he was facing you. That's why the facing matters.
So I couldn't rotate and shoot him.
No, you can't. That's shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna get this shot. That's what he's gonna get.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you're open at each other. All right, let's go down the numbers. We know how this works. He had a vehicle in the open as a 5. I don't see anything. Firer. Where those modifiers go? That's it. You moved 6. Are you either small? You're low profile, right, Vance?
I'm low. Yep.
Yeah, 7. But back 1 because he's using both his activations to activate the gunner. 6. 6 or better, CT. Exactly.
Good enough
He
for
gets to use
government work.
both his activations. He gets to use both his activations, even though he used one of them to come on. I'm just curious.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, and well, this is going to compel me to check to see whether or not he gets penalized for moving. Still not certain on that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fair too.
You know, I've assumed he does because presumably he didn't just appear. You know.
Right.
That he rumbled on. We've done that pretty consistently, but let's. Any chance we get?
No, check. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a nice. I seriously cursed myself. With my statements regarding being asked about rules. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you did ask for it.
I did. I really did.
He did. He did.
I totally did.
I'm sure we have it on tape.
I. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's just not. This is something I'm going to bet isn't a fact because there's nothing particularly clear about it in the deployment. You know, there's nothing clear about it in the targeting. It just uses this exact same language as the chart right there. So let's have a look at this. Vehicles do not use job. They use friendly base edge. Yes, he gets to keep his activations. There's actually an example on point.
Perfect. That's good.
Yeah.
So a 6 is good.
Yep. So that 6. Yeah, so that 6 is going to hit no matter what. Well, as a matter of fact, if you think about it, it's the senior leader coming out. He gives you an example of a senior leader deploying 6 inches away from a jump off point. He still gets all his activations. So,
Yep.
so those
Fair
don't
enough.
count against it. No, it's a good question though. All right, so CT, you've got 7 dice for 5s and 6s. Three?
Ooh, good night for my 5s.
Yeah, well, 3 there. And Vance, you've
And I
got
got 7.
7 dice for 5s and 6s. Cover all of them. Pank.
4 of them.
Yeah, he hit you 3 times and you panked it. So, all right, that was that. CT.
That was all I could do.
All right, Vance.
So 5 dice.
Going with 5. All right. It's 2 more of them. For what it's worth, you get another full die. And you did not spend your die.
And 2 2s. So yeah. Apparently nothing I can do.
Well, there are things you could.
Because I can't use my 6.
There are things you could do. But
What can there's always things I could do. But I can't use my 6 to actually activate somebody.
Right, but you can let him start the phase and interrupt him immediately. But that's move or shoot.
Well, that's right. So it doesn't do me any good.
Right,
Because I'm still not pointed at him.
right.
Well, then there's nothing I choose to do.
All right, CT. Nothing 6, a die. 4, 3, 2.
All right, let us.
That's a second chain of command die for you.
We'll activate our tank and take the shot again.
6 or better.
got to be one better than that, isn't it?
No, he has to hit you.
He hit me.
Oh, that's right. He did. 5 or better.
He did hit me.
Yeah, he did. It just didn't damage you. That's right.
Spanked off my armor.
5 or
Yeah.
better. 7 dice, 5, 6.
One.
1 hit. 7 dice, 5, or 9 dice, 5, 6.
7 dice.
Oh yeah, you're right. Holy cow!
My armor's 7.
Apparently you defended extra.
Yep.
Nothing there.
Yep, think. Oh, I can activate this squad up here.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to just move a standard move.
Mm-hmm. $12.
All right,
Very good.
and back to Vance.
Okay. 5 dice.
Next phase is yours. I don't think you want anything from it though.
We'll take it immediately.
Yeah,
We'll take it immediately.
figured. 1, 3.
There we go. The 3. So we'll pivot and shoot.
I'd like to interrupt.
There you go. Go for it. You know the number, CT.
I moved though, right?
Doesn't matter. You didn't. You turning in place doesn't count as moving for that purpose. Would have got you anyway, but there it is. 7 dice.
4.
4 hits.
4.
7 dice. Collecting your chain command. 3.
3.
Net 1 hit. Vance, please roll 1d6. One shock. Vehicle may not be activated. Next phase, so that would be now. So, 1 shock.
I guess it's his face then.
All right. Let's see. Only a junior leader can put you on Overwatch, correct?
Or an attached senior.
Okay. Yeah, no. All right. I guess back to you, Vance. Again?
What?
Wow. Oh, this could be bad for me now. I have people on the board.
Well, it could be bad for both of you.
Could be bad for everybody, yeah.
I'm very curious to know which one you're going to get. Holy cow. Vance, 1d6. Tell me what you roll, please.
So let's go through the things here. That's a 4. I get a chain of command die?
Oh, yeah. You're going to...
And is my phase?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Sure. I just gave you your chain of command.
1d6. Random is a 3.
That's different.
Again? Isn't... Oh, no, we did a 1 last time. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
A building catches fire. The building nearest the center of
There's
the
no
table
buildings.
catches fire. All right, so there are no buildings. Let me look. No buildings, not relevant, so we move on.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Would have been fire.
Next phase.
Yes, sir. However, you do lose your Overwatch over here.
Oh yeah, because different turn.
Mm-hmm. That's a bunch of...
So one of the threes
Yep.
puts him back on Overwatch.
Now he's back on Overwatch. Look at that.
And this guy would like to shoot.
All right.
I'd like to interrupt.
All right.
Yeah, no shit. And I can't interrupt his interrupt, right?
That you can't do.
Okay.
You know the number. That's got it. 7 dice, 5, 6.
Two.
2.
Mm-hmm. 2. 1d6
2 exactly.
Vance. 1d6 Vance.
A 4.
A 4. Where's the 0? There's 0 net hits. I know this. There, it's a 4. Halt and engage. You must engage this firer next phase. I think that was your plan. So,
Yes, sir.
so that's all that happens. All right. So Vance, let's do your numbers real quick. I think you're actually only thing that's going to change is you didn't hit him last time. 5.
And he's not low.
Oh yeah, good point. You sure
He's
didn't
not
move.
a low target.
But you did get, you have shock. So 5, 6.
Okay, so. But I can use both of my command things, right?
And if you do that, you lose the +1 for using your gunner to aim.
No. Okay, so that's what I'm asking.
If it's you can take the shock off, yes, and then you can have the gunner fire, yes. You will then lose the shock point negative, but you won't get the +1 and to have your to activate the gunner.
So it's a wash, is what you're telling me.
Yes, but you're now then from then on you won't have the shock.
Then we'll take the shock off.
It's gone. And repeating. 5. Just gonna be 5. 5 it is. No.
Of course.
Pank.
Okay. Just 1 second. So, do I have to interrupt an action of his, or I can just interrupt the turn? The phases.
You interrupt his phase.
His phase.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just interrupt I can't just throw a command die out and shoot again with it.
I don't know. Let me have a look here.
Right now, before
I'm
anything else
checking.
happens.
Nope, cannot.
Okay, fair enough. It's up to you. It's all yours, CT. Three sixes.
This is
What does that do?
end of the turn. That just ends the turn.
That's a lot of sixes or end of turn things we've been doing.
It's crazy.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you don't get the
It's
extra.
his phase again, yeah.
It'll be your phase. I didn't think you had
Yep.
anything you wanted to do anything with there.
No, his Overwatch comes off though, right?
It did. I took it off.
No,
I
it's
thought,
still there.
I thought I did. Now it's off.
All right. Well, I'll go again then.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
1-1-1 anyway.
And a 2.
Yep. Think. I'm thinking. Thinking he's gonna shoot me if I do anything. So I'm thinking.
If you bat an eyelash, I will shoot you.
Can he really interrupt me before I squeeze the trigger to fire at him?
Yes,
I know.
he
Um,
absolutely can.
I know. Let's see. What do I want to do? All right, we're gonna bring on another tank.
Ready? Hey, Achilles. All right.
It's from the center of that road. I do that.
Well, it's, you can imagine it. You're coming on this way, right?
Yeah.
So you're probably a little further back than that. I want to put your nose behind there. There you go. That's fine.
That turret keeps flying around on
Yeah,
me.
it's fine. We know it's point. Unless you move it, we'll leave it. We'll assume it's pointing forward.
Okay. Then I'm shooting at him as I come on.
Vance?
Well, because he can.
Will interrupt you.
Yeah.
I will interrupt. And shoot at this tank.
Same number. Didn't improve it.
Oh, but I did because I get my gunner.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No?
Yeah, of course. No, this is on an interrupt. You are doing what? You are doing what? Let's look. You are interrupting with an unpinned section or team to fire or move.
See, that begs the question if tanks can actually interrupt. Because they're not sections or teams, they're junior leaders.
I'm fairly confident. No, I'm fairly confident a tank can shoot. I'm
Okay.
fairly confident on that. The question of, because you're not activating the. Nope, he'd get both his action. Well, no, he doesn't get both his action. Jesus. Why did I do between the sixes and dooming myself this way? Well, actually, Chrono, what do you think? Oh, interesting. They did specifically say you cannot interrupt your own phase, so there's that.
Okay.
Yeah, no bonus. No bonus. So it's a straight 5.
So it's a 6 again?
No, it's a 5.
Or straight 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Shooting.
Got him.
I think I hit him that time.
Oh, this is gonna suck. 9 for 5 or 6.
So, AP 9.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
2.
2.
And CT, you got 7. 7 for 5 or 6.
3.
Blocked it all.
3.
Whew.
All +1. Survived the first Doog shot. Next.
Will you you take off one of my command die?
Oh, thank you.
All right. I get to shoot him now.
You do. That's the new guy, though.
Correct.
That's the new
So
kid
I
on the
think it's
block.
7.
I believe we figured that that's a...
So before he goes any further,
Mm-hmm.
I'm making you work for your money tonight.
I think I'm ready with this answer.
Can I interrupt him
Nope.
again?
Once per phase.
Can I interrupt him again?
You cannot.
Once per phase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Even if he had a different tank in line of sight?
Correct. You can only interrupt once per phase. I just stared at the rule.
Oh, he's starting to get in our minds, Vance.
Yeah.
We got to come up with
He's
better
starting
questions.
to
No,
understand us.
no,
Yeah,
that
he
was rank luck. Only one interruption is allowed in any single phase. Player may not use a chain of command die to interrupt play during his own phase, so you cannot interrupt an enemy who happens to be interrupting you.
Ah, okay.
So,
All right, so
that's-
I'm shooting. I got to get 7 or more, right?
it's 5. I don't think you're gonna go to 7 because you're gonna get to.
Well, he was moving, and I'm low.
Oh yeah, but he's got the +1, so it's gonna be 6.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh,
He was.
Jeepers creepers.
Jesus.
7, 5, 6.
All right.
7 dice, 5, 6. Uh-oh.
4.
Uh-oh.
4.
3. Net 1
I
hit.
covered 3 of them.
1d6.
2.
Ooh. 1 shock. Gunner may not be activated next phase. Okay. CT.
All right, well, speaking of next phase, that's Vance.
Mm-hmm.
5 dice. Two command dice. So he'll use this tank. We use 1 action to get rid of that shock. And another action to just back up a bit. To change so he does not have acquire on me.
Ah, very good. Very good.
Actually move forward. Actually move forward to not have acquire.
All right. You can just say you're scooching forward.
Since I'm in range anyways.
A wee bit. Yeah, you're not going to get out of range. It's up to you if you want to go slow at 1d6 or 2d6. It doesn't matter.
1d6.
All right. You have 12 inches to move forward.
Now, you have to tell me if there's any way I can get both those tanks in my arc of fire.
Nope.
Really?
Grab your other side. Tell me.
Okay, no, I'm just. Yep, it was a question.
Yeah, that's Napoleonic.
No, I got you.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, all right. That's fine. That's it. That's all I can do.
CT. It's a little more useful.
All right, we're going to
Where did your other die go? You had 1 left.
No, just roll 5.
No, his
Ooh.
chain of command die.
He used it. He
I
used both of
I
them.
used two. I had two. and I
Oh,
used
you did
both.
use to. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not
he
correct.
interrupted me
Oh, okay.
twice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yep.
you. All right. In that case, I'll just put this over here because I shouldn't have deleted all of them, for heaven's sake. There we go. CT, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move this guy.
No, I'm going to shoot at you first.
All right.
But I haven't moved yet.
I don't know as he cares. So okay, so you
It's
were
got to
not.
be a 6 or a 5.
I don't see why it's. I'm trying to spot where it wouldn't be a 4, to be honest. Oh, that's right. You moved.
Well, because I
Yeah.
moved last phase.
Yeah, you moved last phase. So that's going to cost you 1.
And his gunner's back, correct?
Yeah. That was only for
Yeah,
one.
my gunner.
Okay.
That was that one phase. So it's 5, 6.
Gunner.
6. That's it.
Or extra command.
Can't do it. You remember you're interrupting. You don't get that on an interrupt.
Oh, yes. Right. 6.
Man,
Oh, for God's
you
sake.
really do need to fire those guys.
All right, so I'm moving this slowly so I can still fire my gun at full effect.
Mm-hmm. 1 die.
And I'm fast, so what does that add to my roll?
1, I think.
Do I have a hope in heck that it's sitting here on the chart?
Because I was looking in the rule book, I can't find it anywhere, and
No, it's as Vance is suggesting, it's an addition to the each die gets a number.
Die roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we have actually looked at this before.
yeah, and I
go.
cannot remember it.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, well, this is broken ground.
Oh, wait.
Fast vehicles add 4 inches per d6.
Okay, 4 inches. So I'm gonna go
On
slowly.
broken ground, let me add.
Okay.
So 8 plus 4.
So it's 12 total?
Yeah, 8 plus 4, 12. Okay.
All right, and then fire at him. Which
Hilo slung do.
yeah, and he moved.
5, 6, 7.
And you moved.
Yeah, and no 7. Oh yeah. 7 for 5, 6. You have sure been able to roll 5s all day. I'll say that.
That's true.
Wow.
4.
4.
Good grief.
3. Again, 1 net
3.
hit. 1 die.
Having an epic tank duel here.
No kidding. 1.
1.
Driver may not be activated next phase, and you pick up a shock.
All right, with my other 3, activating this one to fire.
Not having hit him before. Able to do that. 5, 4, 5. Anything else? 5.
I didn't hit him last time with that one.
Oh, this guy did hit him. 4.
Yeah.
4. But he wasn't.
Yeah, but he moved.
Yeah, he
I
moved.
moved.
You lost him. That's why. That's
Okay.
specifically why he moved.
I
yeah.
moved.
5.
I got you. All right.
Yep.
That's specifically why I moved.
Yep.
So only a 5?
Yep.
I'm low slung, right?
Yeah. It's 5, but he's spending the 2 points from his commander. So yeah, he hit you 7 dice.
2.
2, 9 dice.
7 dice.
Why do I keep doing that? All of them.
I cover them all.
C team.
All right, and then yeah, that's it. Because he can't move, correct?
This guy here cannot move.
I can't move.
Correct.
No, me. No, my
Oh,
guy.
this
my
guy-
driver.
All right,
my-
this guy.
me.
No, you can't move because you spent the 2 points activating the or
Correct.
aiming the gun.
Okay. All right, Vance's turn.
Five dice. Chain of command die. And we shall shoot at this guy again.
All right, you do have a.
And remove the shock.
There you go. So no laying the gun. He didn't move.
I moved.
That. I'm sorry. Who are you shooting at, Vance? That dude. Got it. Yeah, he moved.
Well, the only one I can see is this guy.
Yeah, yeah. Got it. Base 5. Fire removed. Not this phase, but not this phase. 5.
5?
5, yeah. Yep.
Oh, look, I hit.
9 dice.
9 dice.
Two.
Nothing. Oh, 2.
On 7.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, 1.
Covers 1. Roll. Now you get to roll on the net 1 hit table. 1d6. 4. 1 shock. Movement fast or flat out. You remove the lowest die.
Forever or next
for the
phase?
for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Not delimited.
So flat out or fast, you said?
Mm-hmm. You're gonna drop a die.
Drop a whole die. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Must have smacked a tread, I think.
That's all I can do. Back to you.
Get those low numbers out now. All right. Activate him to remove the shock, and then shoot.
I'm going to interrupt. Can I interrupt before he removes the shock?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I interrupt before he removes the shock.
Mm-hmm. Not gentlemanly,
Shoot
but
him.
what are you gonna do?
I am not being gentlemanly.
No, I observe. You have observed that. What are you gonna do? 5 again. Certainly didn't move. You didn't move.
I hit him once.
Yeah. No. 4. 4. Ho, ho,
Another
ho.
5.
Just enough. Just enough.
9 dice.
3.
3 hits.
Covered him.
Yeah, all of them.
Covers them all.
All right, so what he was doing was this. He hit you last time. Frankly, I don't think he's ever missed you, to tell you the whole truth.
Yes, he did.
5.
Yes, there's a fair amount of dents in the front of this tank.
5, 6 for the thing. 4, 5 back again for the commander. So it's a 4. Yep. 7.
One.
Even.
Covered it exactly.
1d6.
5.
One sight. Your gun sight is now damaged. -1 to hit.
Oh, great. Okay. And a shock?
Yep.
All right. We're gonna fire with this bad boy who's already hit him once.
The guy in the weeds over there.
No, this guy
Oh,
over
that
here.
dude there, sir.
That one. Yep.
Yep. I think that's going to be another one of them 4s. Because Helo's slung. But you get the minus for the
I am
command.
low.
And you get the minus for the stationary. So it'd be 5, 4, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Yep.
3.
3.
Covers 2.
I swear. We have never rolled above 1 net hit. Do it.
2.
And you may now not activate your gunner in your next phase. That's another shock.
So I can't activate my gunner, and I have a damaged gun.
Right. The gunner's obviously only 1 phase, but your sight is permanent.
Yeah.
I believe that is all I can do.
5 dice. Chain of command die.
On it.
And a 3. So this guy would like to remove a shock and back up as fast as he can, which is 2 dice, I guess. With the idea of trying to get off the map.
Oh, okay.
I think reversing is 2d6.
Yep, it is. -1 for the shock, but -2. 18, 16. Nope, not quite there. All right.
I would argue that's 14, but that's just,
How so?
well, because I rolled a 9 minus 2 is 7 is 14. But I'll take the 16.
You rolled a 9.
Yep.
18.
Yep.
-2.
Okay. That's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
CT, it's all yours. Yep.
Mm,
CT, it's yours.
All right.
that's a good question. I don't know.
No, I do. It works out better. It works out correctly your way. I'm a bit into my cups. So my math is not good. I've retired, you know. My math is not good anymore.
You retired from math as well. I'm
Yep.
done with it. No more adding. No more subtracting.
I have no idea what day of week it is. So.
Chain of command.
First one.
And 3. I'll activate him to shoot. At that same target, although it moved a little farther away.
Well, he's certainly moving like crazy, go nuts. So that's actually at -1. So that's 6. 7. Back to 6.
And I'm low.
Yeah, I gave you that. Got it.
Two.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
1.
cover any of them.
Yeah, it does. 1.
Oh, covers 1. Yep.
Once again, because we have to be on the net 1 table.
That's 6.
That's a bailout. 2d6 shock. 2 shock. And at 3 shock, they bail. I do believe. I believe when their amount of shock equals the level of the commander.
That's not a lot of shock.
It isn't, but it's hard to shock a vehicle. Think about how much you've been doing.
It's not really hard to shock a vehicle. But yeah.
Yeah, well, it's either going to be one of two things. I'll tell you the truth, and I am checking. If it ain't, you're going to back up 2d6 inches, which means you're probably going to be leaving.
Yeah, but see, leaving is better than maybe it doesn't make any difference.
I got to take a look and see. Okay, shock and movement, shock and vehicles. Come on. Shock.
Well, I wonder.
Vehicles. Go ahead.
I was just. Oh, I'm just while you're looking. I wonder if it's worse if you choose to leave. You don't have to take the morale test, but if I force it, you'd have to take one, right?
Yeah. Basic morale. There we go. Basic morale. Yeah. Vehicle commanded is yes. A vehicle with shock equal to its morale may not advance any further. If you have greater than morale, you're abandoned. So no, they make it. They're fine. So they're at their morale level. So 2d6, Vance, you're gonna pull back.
Oh, 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, well, I'm going off the board, right?
Oh, I assume, but I don't know. I don't want to beg the question. You're gone. So that's gonna leave. So the question is, what does that chart say exactly? Support. Yeah, support routes 1d6.
That's a route.
Mm-hmm. Leave and don't come back.
Well, yeah.
1 off your force morale. All right, CT.
So 3. That's all I can do.
All right. Vance.
5 dice. Whole pile of 3s. Put him on Overwatch, please.
He overwatching.
Your CT.
Next phase is yours.
Which I will.
And a command die.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that phase.
Mm-hmm. One, 2.
Wow.
3 and a 2.
Let's see. We're gonna bring on another T-34.
Okay.
I mean, since we got it.
Right.
And put him on Overwatch, please.
Overwatch marker. Boop. Sorry about that. My apologies. He's overwatching.
And I just want to have him rotate.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right.
And I think that is, yeah, back to Vance.
Okay, 5 dice.
Chain of command die.
Command die.
Mm-hmm.
And back to CT.
What? Okay. Well, if we add the 2 to the 4 and then divide by a 2, I
Right.
can get a 3.
Tragically,
Or divide the 6 by the 2, I can get 2 3s.
further
See, math.
further tragically.
Yeah, okay, back to Vance.
Back to CT.
There's some 3-age.
5, no less, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna activate this boy.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to move. Um. The only one he can shoot his main gun on would be the slow one, correct? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna move. He's gonna move fast.
All right. And you'll recall that because he is fast, that's +2 per die.
If he goes on the road, is it any extra or no?
Actually, interestingly enough, no, it's not because these roads are junk.
Ah. Hey, you're talking about
So
the
this is
motherland's
the tank
roads.
that this
No.
is the tank that
That's this
lost
one.
a die, right?
No,
This
that's
one
this
here?
one here.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
that's
one
the
here.
one in the field. Yep.
Yep. He's outstanding in this field.
You should mark that.
I'll mark him.
You got like a little faint smoke one.
No, I'm
You
gonna
can
get not so fast. That's how he's marked.
All right, so I'm moving fast. So 16.
So you've got well, it's 3 + 2, 10. You rolled 2 3s, did you not?
Oh, you add the 2 to the
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
Okay.
You add the 2.
Sorry.
Each die gets a 2, so it's 3 + 2, 3 + 2 times 2. So it's 20.
Or 12 plus 8.
That too.
Okay, so
See?
that was his move.
Your retired guy knows that.
And then I got another 3.
Okay, just because my aesthetic sense is offended, I'm locking this turret to the hull. Unless you need, if you need
Maybe
to
he
load-
wants to point the turret at me, though.
He does not. I know he doesn't. Not yet, anyway.
I'm
Can't
pretty
see-
Yes,
sure he
not
does.
yet.
You can't see it through them trees.
All right, and then my other three. This guy who loses a die
Mm-hmm.
if he goes flat out,
Mm-hmm.
which he's going to do.
Or fast.
He's going to go flat out.
Or fast.
Yep.
But he's not so fast.
So he rolls 3 and he loses the highest or the lowest?
Lowest.
All right, so I got 2 5s, but I
Still
add
goes
2
20.
to each of those. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so those are 7s. So that's 14
Plus
times 2 is 28.
There you go.
Math.
Wow, that doesn't really slow him down at all, does it?
That's a little bit. He also rolled 2 nice 5s, right?
All right. And Vance, back to you.
Okay. 5 dice.
Jeez.
2 chain of commands.
Now you're back in you're back in the chain of command business.
That is a nice
And
bonus those Germans
Back
get.
to you. Yeah. Back to you, CT.
Lacey. All right. Activate this dude. He's gonna go fast again.
Mm-hmm. So 5 is 10. That's 22.
Okay. And back to
I gotta be able to shoot him. No?
Nope. It's 10 inches of trees.
No?
No.
Hmm?
Mm-mm.
1 tree is more than 10 inches of tree?
No, come on. I mean, look, it's always representational, right?
No, I understand that.
And you only can see through an orchard at 8 inches.
I think I'm outside of
Okay.
your cone.
Just asking. Just asking the question.
Yeah. Yeah, besides, you're not facing them.
Okay. 5 dice.
Yes, sir.
Chain of command die. And I'll rotate, so I'm trying to face him. Although these divisions are not small enough.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how that works.
Yep. I'm going to have to be a little
'Cause
more
it's only 15 degrees.
So, CT, you are notified. We will be more generous. There must be more generosity.
Oh, I see the problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is especially at long ranges. There must be the generosity.
Okay.
Well, at long ranges, it should be easier, and it's not. It's worse, right? Because this gun, in actuality, this gun had about a 12-degree rotation at the front of it, like the actual tank.
Sure, but they're going
You
to they're going to abstract that because nobody wants to fiddle with that on a tabletop.
I agree,
The
but
the
we
issue
can't
is
do less than 50
yeah,
degrees.
no, that's the problem. The TTS does what it does. I know, I agree with that completely. So there will be generosity shown.
So
Pivot right, and you'll cover a.
what is it?
That's it right there. I mean, we'll try to stretch it out probably closer to 30, 15 either way.
Okay.
Something
Well,
like
I
that.
lose my Overwatch for that now.
Yeah, for the move, sure.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. If his intention is to be covering that gap when I poke my head out, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
You're up, CT.
What is with the 4-6s tonight?
Whoa!
That's crazy.
Was that the third
Nice.
time?
I gotta get Velker on the question of how.
Yep,
What are the
that's number
odds?
3.
What are the odds on that are?
Hey, but I get a chain of command die.
So the you will get a full chain of command die. The turn will now end. Not that that matters over much, and you will now roll 1d6. And tell me what you roll.
3.
This is that fire which doesn't occur. So continue. You get a full.
All right, next phase. Chain of command die.
Fills up his chain. Yep.
And I got a couple 3s here. All right, we're gonna move this T-34. Just gonna go flat out.
You know the rules. You are not so fast. Ooh, see there. Ooh, that sucks.
So you got 5.
3 plus.
Or, yeah, 3.
3 plus 7. 3 plus 7 is 10. 20.
Yeah, that's still not very slow.
On a 140-inch table.
All right, that was 1 3. Then my next 3. Activate him, and he's going to move flat out.
All right. So, what is this? 5 plus 12, 19, 38 inches. Being zoomy.
All right, that's all I can do. Vance's turn.
Okay, 5 dice. Two chain of command. And he goes on Overwatch. Back to you, CT.
Start a new die there. Activate this guy. He is going to go slowly.
All right. $12. Go ahead.
And I don't know if I'm deep enough into those trees to see him. You'll have to call that one.
Nope.
All right. And that is my turn then. Back to Vance.
Okay, I'm gonna go 5 dice.
Next phase is yours.
And a 3. So he's going to move in reverse.
12.
12.
Like that much reverse, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Is he off or not?
Oh yeah, sure.
Is he off?
He is.
Okay. And then phase next is mine,
It is.
and so I'll withdraw.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I Vance and I talked about this going in. This is a scenario where, and I said I didn't know, and he proved. Well, I don't know if I was wrong because I didn't disagree with him, but he proved himself right that there is almost, at least that I can see, no point in the Germans deploying any troops.
I would go farther that this scenario is broken because there's no way. There's no way the Germans should bring on their infantry, and there's no way that 2 tanks that can only shoot directly out of their front can take on 4 tanks or 4 tanks that can shoot in any direction. It's just not possible. Even at that long range, from here all the way to there, where the angle gets smaller and smaller, I couldn't cover 2 tanks. I could only cover 1.
That's certainly true, but you also missed him a couple times.
I hit him a bunch. Well, he hit me a bunch too.
I mean, look, not that this is your fault, because that's just
No,
dice.
no.
Not that that's your fault because it's just dice, but you rolled a couple really crappy hits that should have destroyed his tanks.
Agree. I agree completely. Because I got 9 dice, 9 AP. But
yeah, and so
still, it's 2 tanks that can't cover an arc against 4 tanks that can.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to bring on infantry, none whatsoever, because they're going to get mowed down.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I can't.
Either side. Like I'm not even sure why you brought on infantry at all.
Because I thought you might, and I was hoping I could sneak him up and overwatch your, jump off points and get a couple lucky shots.
Yeah.
And the only reason I did that was because I got that back-to-back phases, and I was hoping I could bring it on and then run him behind the trees before your tank could see him.
Yep.
Yeah, this one I won't.
But then they sat there.
Oh yeah, no, because you never brought infantry on, which I didn't think you would, unless you destroyed my tanks. In which case, you still didn't need to. You just move your tanks around and destroy my infantry.
Yeah. I think this scenario is broken. Because there's no reason for, other than wanting to win, but I'm on the defense, so bringing your infantry on is just going to get them killed.
I agree.
Because he just stops shooting at my tanks, he shoots the infantry to pieces.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that piece. I can't come up with a real good argument. I think
because he hides a tank here.
Yep.
And shoots, all this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially if he brings his Lee on with the 75.
The way
he's hosing infantry.
The way it's supposed. So that's to be. I'm going to stipulate on that. I don't know what the answer is there. The only thing I was wondering about is the throwing of smoke. But okay, you throw smoke and you get the cover that it provides, which is good. But what do you do with the tank? You really can't do, which I suppose is why the Germans are given the chance to have the Panzerknacker in a possible ambush.
Yeah, again, if you put any infantry out here, they're going to get machine gunned to pieces.
No, it's something.
They can't even hide. I can't.
It's something we've never done, and I wonder if that's
how can they ambush?
It's one of the things you can do on a chain of command die. The Panzerknacker, the Panzerknacker team appears at very close range to the tank.
Oh, I had no idea they had that ability.
Yeah. No, I'm blaming myself. I'm sitting here blaming myself.
Yeah, I think you had mentioned that to me once.
Teams just came on with everybody else. Because I had Panzerknackers like 10 scenarios ago.
Yeah.
But they just came on like regular infantry, so there's no point. There's no way I'm going to get close to a tank.
Yeah, and we have never in all the time taken up ambush which that's a horse on me for sure. It's just bring it up briefly to talk about what it does. A player may use one chain of command die to perform an ambush. A single as yet undeployed team, so in this case your Panzerknacker. Well, but see, that's not going to get it done. Any place within 24 inches of a friendly job.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen.
I suppose I'm not really disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, so what does that look like? Out to
Yeah, I
here.
mean, the only way is if I was trying to bum rush him to run him over with my tanks, and then you.
What do we? So everyone who watches this video, I call on you to comment. What are we missing? Because I'm having a hard time seeing it. Because what's supposed to happen now, as Vance has lost this scenario, is
play it again.
It's supposed to flip, where now Vance is the attacker, and remains the attacker for the balance.
That's not what the scenario says.
Yeah, it does. You're not reading all the instructions. Not your fault. Right there.
Still, yeah, but there's still no way. There's still no way that I'm going to. No, it's still not going to happen. I'm supposed to assault his 4 or 3 T-38s with 2 Stugs. There's no way I'm bringing my infantry on in that scenario.
Okay, no, look,
they're going to get cut to pieces.
Okay, so Chrono, I'm going to absolutely agree with you on both covering fire and tactical movement. What do you do with the tanks?
Yeah, infantry can't do a thing to the tanks.
No, I'm not bringing my infantry on when he's got tanks on the board.
I agree.
Because the last 2 scenarios we did that, they got shot to pieces.
Yeah.
Achilles is saying that smoke might help.
Smoke
but that
might
just
help
gives
what?
cover, right? It doesn't block.
It gives you a -1. It gives you a -1 to hit.
Yeah, so that doesn't help it. Well, again, it doesn't help the infantry take out the tank.
Oh well, and Chrono is making Chrono is making the point that you don't put frankly, as I read Chrono's comment, what he's saying is the Germans should basically put nothing out until the Soviets commit to the attack.
Yeah, it's still not going to work.
I don't know. That actually might. Well, that would be better. I'll say that. Because remember, you're going to get to shoot first. On arrival. Whenever that Stug magically appears.
Oh. Okay.
That'll be something.
As long as he doesn't have a command die like I did.
Yeah, sure. That's
still
true.
2 Stugs that have to shoot directly out of the front of their tank, covering 4 tanks that can move around and shoot in any direction.
Yeah, no, I can.
I mean, the only thing I can think of off the top of my head that would have changed, not necessarily hit any of his points, but how it went down, is if this was a hidden, the scenario hit all the support options. And we both came in knowing what we had, but had no idea what the other guy had.
Sure. Yeah, Chrono. Okay, so. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, again, I wouldn't have put out any of my infantry. I would have brought my tanks out to try to shoot up your tanks.
Yeah, and like I say, Chrono.
Failing that, I'm not bringing my infantry out.
Yeah. That I don't know if there's a good answer to that because that's where the Panzerknackers come in for sure. I think you've got to take a serious hard look at making one of those squads a Panzerknacker squad.
I'm not bringing them out.
But
they're going to get shot to pieces.
No, but his point is, you wait till they get that close. But that's and if I have a question about chain of command, and I've wondered about it really before even last game, what compels CT to advance?
Yeah. we could sit here all night staring at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is, for me to win, I have to drive him from the board, and the
No,
only way.
actually, Chrono, smoke does not completely block line of sight. That's changed.
Yeah.
No, it does not. Look in the errata. I just looked it up tonight. They changed it. It was overpowered. Yeah, if smoke completely blocked line of sight, there'd be a marginal point. But I still, other than the Panzerknackers, I don't have a really good answer for what you're supposed to do with your infantry in this scenario. Which,
But
parenthetically,
who can throw smoke?
anybody. We've talked about this.
Okay, that's not what I understood. No, that's not what I understood before. I thought only specialty troops could throw.
No. Any leader, and this actually is a change in the errata. Any leader can throw smoke to his level of command. So a level 3 can order 3 grenades per game. But it doesn't block LOS. It puts one of these out, which is nice. But it just lowers it lowers the it to hit by 1. So one junior leader
if that blocked.
Right.
Yeah. Even that block, that doesn't do anything. I'm still not bringing my infantry out to throw those 3 piddly little blocking trains.
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand what you're saying. No,
There's no purpose to infantry in this scenario. And it's 4 tanks on 2.
Yeah, and I'm also, like I say,
I've learned that lesson the hard way in a couple previous scenarios.
Yeah, well, exactly. CT's seen it happen.
Yeah, which is why I brought my tanks out last time and just shot your infantry to pieces, because I've seen you do it to me.
Which is why it cost me 2 tries to get last scenario. I should never have brought my infantry out at all, ever, and just left my tanks out there to duel your tanks.
And then only sent
and shoot up your infantry.
Yeah.
And never brought infantry out. The scenario is dissolving into a tank battle, which is what Kursk was. But infantry's got no place on this battlefield.
So it has.
Even if I change one squad into 2 Panzerknacker teams, that's not enough.
I don't.
Yeah, and you're telling me I got an SMG squad. I'm like, I don't even know where they come from.
They're even more useless.
Yeah,
they're the most useless pieces of crap I've ever seen.
Well,
especially on this map.
Like we talked about in the early going, and we were kidding, but now you got to look at it. Yeah, well, they're going to get cover no matter where they are, but against the tanks.
Yeah.
The tanks are just going to roll over them. Or machine gun them from afar.
Yeah. Oh, Chrono wants a piece of this. I may have to play Chrono and see if I can't replicate the problem. Just to see if I can play the Russians and give them these kind of fits. Because I will admit I'm gonna put it this way. I'm 80-20. I'm kind of 80 in CT and Vance's camp. I sort of see a possibility that might be worth trying to play through, but it's pretty small to me. It's pretty small.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about luring me in, but you have 1 shot.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, although with the ambush, they get to withdraw after they shoot, right? Was that how that worked?
It's a quick and unnerving attack. However, the ambush is conducted by an infantry weapon. No. Has troops on Overwatch? No. What happens? I'm checking. Yes. They pop in and can be taken off the table to be used again.
Okay, so... Yeah.
But that assumes I don't overrun his jobs and close him down.
Well, but again, you're talking to the point. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a tank getting to... What about here?
24 inches.
Oh, geez.
It's like here.
Yeah.
It's really freaking close. If I don't blow him up, that job shuts down. I've got to get within 24 inches of here.
I'm still stuck. You know, where I'm honestly stuck, and like I say, where I'm honestly stuck is the question of why CT. I mean, I guess I suppose it's because it's the only way he gets to win. You know, because there's no time element that compels CT to advance in a timely fashion.
No.
Nope. I could just roll until I
He
get a
sits
bunch
back
of
there
chaining
and blasts
command.
away with his tanks.
Yeah.
And, well, I don't even mind that so much, but he could, you know, I don't know what he's doing, but he sits over here until boredom sets in, and there's nothing that says after a certain turn you lose.
Right. Now, if there was a turn limit to the game, then I would be cranking over the turns.
Right.
With my chain of command die.
Right. And at least there would be a compulsion on his part to try to get things done.
Something.
You know,
yeah.
and then to the earlier points that folks are making, then he's got to try to push into your area back here and all that other stuff.
But there's no reason for him to even cross this river.
No.
He just sits on the other side of this and shoots away.
And I don't have a problem with that so much if I understood what the infantry was supposed to do about the tanks. And maybe because maybe they're not supposed to. I know I have heard over the years, and Vance, you and I have talked about it, that close assault is overrated in a lot of our early war games, like Squad Leader, more relevantly, what is it, Panzer Leaders?
Yeah.
You know, that cat is just something we want. Yeah, and that's Achilles' point. And Achilles is making the point, you know, what are an MBT's chances against infantry in World War II? Probably not great. But then you go all the way back to Vance's point, with which, again, I think I'm compelled to agree. Okay, true. Then what is this scenario telling us?
He doesn't advance beyond this river.
Right. I see no compelling reason to do so. I tend to agree. All right. Well, and I will say that the next battle, because clearly there's little appetite for the to refight this one, except perhaps as an academic exercise at some point down the road. That then leaves us with the very lastest battle in the campaign, where there looks to be a ton of stuff for infantry to do, because there's buildings and stuff.
Yeah. See, now this makes sense.
And the Germans only get 1d6 plus 4 support.
Yeah, but if I roll a 6, I'm buying a Tiger. Actually, if I roll
but at that
I'm buying a Slam Panzer and setting the whole place on fire.
Yes, yeah. If you do that though, he's rolling one. He could get up to 10 support points and answer. There's an answer to that.
No, he doesn't.
Sure he does. Right here.
I'm looking at the scenario. He doesn't get any
he gets
points.
1d6. He gets 1d6. Right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, can you get a Tiger? What do you got to roll, a 6?
I got to roll a 6.
Yeah. So if you roll a 6, you roll a 6, and.
But if I roll a 4, I'm bringing a Flame Panzer and setting the whole village on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And not bringing any infantry on. This is what I'm saying. I think adding armor to this system is breaking it somehow.
Well, what can he have for?
There's no.
What can he have for 6 points? Wrong list. Anti-tank rifles, tank killer team. If he rolls the median, he rolls 3, right? He can get an L46 45 millimeter anti-tank gun.
Yeah.
And he ambushes with it.
And
my point is that I
gets
would not bring
1d60.
infantry on. Yeah.
Yeah, and fine, you don't bring your infantry on until that fight is dealt with. I that's fine. But I don't.
But he's not going to bring infantry on either.
It's just, well, it depends.
It'd be stupid to.
Well, what if he brings on 3 tank killer teams or?
So I stand off and roast them.
Not if he ambushes you with them.
Okay. I have to get within 24 inches of his jump offs to do that. I just set fire to everything on the map. Literally.
Where are you coming from? You're coming from here. What's he doing? Yeah, you got a long way to go, though.
He would not bring any of his infantry on. He would bring all of his whatever support points are on, and he gets another D6.
And that's probably
every time we fight
that's
this back.
actually probably a good idea. That's probably not a dumb idea. I don't have a problem with that. I don't. That doesn't bother me like this does. This scenario bothers me. That doesn't. The idea that you got to show me where you're going, where you're at, making your methodical way down, and letting me deploy around you if I can. Because sooner or later, you're going to have to give me a flank shot. And I'm going to take it. If all you're going to rely on is one tank, then it's going to come down to that. But so anything else? Any other insights?
I think you should open up that can of bees on the Lardy forums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do. Well, two actually interesting thoughts. John Stanley. It's one of the reasons Combat Commander, of the wonderful board game, card-driven board game, doesn't have armor.
Yeah, but that game sucks. So
it. You don't like it, huh? I enjoyed it. It's certainly not my thing, but I think I've got a chunk of it. And Achilles, that's absolutely true. Cross of Iron has that problem. It's one of the things that broke Cross of Iron.
Yes.
No, that's absolutely right. Well, very
I
good.
agree with that completely.
Yep. That's interesting. All right. Well, it does come down as a Soviet win. We obviously will not play it the way it's intended and flip it around and suddenly make Vance attack. We'll build one more battle just to say we finished it. I like to finish things. And there obviously weren't many casualties, so that won't take long to set up. Not everything is the roaring success we might like it to be. I still, as ever, thank Vance and CT for playing. I appreciate them.
Yeah, thank you for running it.
Yeah, and man, I got to go back to my Napoleonics. I feel safe there. I feel.
Yeah, thanks for doing it.
Yeah, there's no rules disagreements in Napoleonics at all. None. Everything is straightforward.
No.
Everybody is completely
forward. Yeah.
That is the fairest. That is the fairest of points. Oh my goodness. Nobody.
Rifle shoots cannon. Cannon shoots rifle. Everybody wins.
Yeah. Everybody wins.
Yeah, that's the key point. Everybody wins. I gotta actually get a couple photographs before we go. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. What's happening on Saturday? On Saturday, back to Project Quatre Bras. We're going to talking about games that nobody will argue about. We might as well go in and learn a brand new rule system.
Hooray!
Brand new rules.
Hooray!
Yeah, we'll learn a brand new rule system. We'll see what the hell I can forget. But it'll be Bloody Big Battles by Chris Pringle. 4-player game of the Battle of Lagny and Quatre Bras, the combined operational battle. So we hope you join us for that. And then we'll come back next week with heaven knows what else. Maybe we'll let Vance shoot some modern fellas. And because Dalinor actually wants to try that turkey shoot scenario that we did last.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
He wants to give that a shot, and so.
With the real rules?
No. Actually, I thought I would keep cheating you. That seemed the reasonable thing to do. I would continue to deprive you of your actual die rolls, because that seemed fair. Oh, jeez. But actually, I don't. Yeah, that's what am I saying? None of your guys came on the board, so I can just leave things as they were. Anyway, thanks. I'm gonna take one more peek at the chat to see what's going on. Take care of everyone. We will see you all very